So in QuickBooks a couple years ago, they introduced the Company Snapshot, and we're going to take a quick little tour through there right now during this video. So if you notice, the Company Snapshot is up here on your icon bar, comes standard, and then if you need to, you can come in under Company and you see Company Snapshot there. So in case it's been taken off of your icon bar, it's up there as well. Okay, so it has those standard, what's set up here, but notice they have the Add Content button right here. So right now we're on the Company tab, and you can add content to this, and you can see there's a total of 12 little little screens on here. So we're just going to add them all for now, so you can take a look at all of them so you know what they look like. Just add, okay, and say done. Intuit frequently adds more things to this. The customer tab's new in 2011. So keep continuously looking for updates in this. And we, of course, will update this video as new things come out. So first things first, all of these boxes are drag and drop, so you can move them around and customize this dashboard to be the way that you want to look. Also, you can always click on the X and get rid of it here. They have some drop downs that you can print this or save the image if you want to copy it into another spreadsheet, or if you're putting together a document for financing or anything like that, you can have some pretty colors on there. So first, we have the income breakdown here. Notice when I highlight over it, it'll give me the total. And then I go and highlight over this little guy. It gives me the total there. Anytime you see that little Z, you can double click on it and it's going to open up the details for you. All right. Also down here, notice how it gets cut off on this graph here, or in this screenshot. You can highlight over it and see which account it's talking about there. And you can also change and say, last quarter, this month, today. Okay, so you can change that around. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this for now since we're all done. Okay, so it moves this guy that was below on up here, income and expense trend. This is one of my favorite. Again, highlight over, but being able to see just the quick colors, your income and then your expense next to it. It's great for business owners to quickly see how their business is doing. Sometimes you look at that profit and loss and your eyes start to roll back in your head. And sometimes even profit and losses can be 20 pages long, which if they are, you should give us a call, but we'll fix that for you. But this is just a quick way to see in total, here's my income, here's my expenses. This is how my business is doing. Okay. As long as that green stays above that orange, then you're doing okay. All right, again, any of these, we can come in and drill down and see the details. It breaks the details out by account items, so these are all the individual income accounts. And the same with the expense, breaks it out by expense item, or expense account, excuse me. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of that one now. We have our account balances in here. You can sort it this. You can select which accounts you want to show. Say we don't want to see petty cash AR. We just want to see inventory. Okay. So it gives you just those accounts here. Okay. Obviously there were some more down below chosen. And we can go ahead and exit out of here. Now we have the expense breakdown, just similar to the income breakdown. Where are our expenses? So this big old red guy here, 165, is job expenses. So it's a little bit less than 50%. That might be pretty good if you're expecting job expenses to be a little bit higher than 50%. Then we have here, second one is payroll and insurance, cost of goods, and other accounts. Okay, so it gives you a quick breakdown similar to what you saw in the income breakdown. Now we'll go into the next column. You have your top vendors by expense. It gives you all the detail. You can double click on it and see, it gives you all the summaries. You can double click and see the details here, this year, this quarter, whatever it is. Okay, we have vendors to pay. These are your payables. And from the screen, you can go straight to pay bills. You can sort these. All right, we have the reminders in here if you want that. You have your best selling items. I like this one a lot. You have, best selling amount, items by amount or by units. So if we did it by units, it changes down. So it does quantity now versus amount. All right. And this year to date, last year, tells you what are your best selling items, units and amount. Okay. Over here we have previous year income comparison. So this is this year, this is last year, year before, on and on back. You could do it quarterly if you wanted to. So you say this year versus last year, this quarter versus last year's current quarter. And you can also do it for just individual income accounts. So construction income, see investment income. There's no data. Direct public grants. Do they have any others in here? No. That was my sample file. Okay, there's some reimbursement income. Okay, who are my top customers this year to date? Maybe I want to send my top customers a Christmas gift. We can say this quarter. Okay, so you can see, and what is their sales volume. Who are the customers that owe me money? And I can go straight in and receive payments from here. And then, of course, just the same as we had the income comparison, we can have the expense comparison. This year's expenses, this quarter's expenses, versus last quarter's expenses. Okay. If I double click on those, it will drill down, give me the details. All right, so that is the company slide. And again, if I save this and I exit out, I save it like that. When I come back to the company snapshot, it's going to open up just those. It's on a per user basis, right? So you can look at this and have your most interesting graphs up here. Your boss can have something different. Okay. And here they have the payments tab. There's some quick links in here. I don't know why you would ever go to snapshot, quick link here. You would just go up to customers receive payments, or you'd have receive payments up here, but it's there in case you want it. Let me make sure real quick that we had everything added. Yeah, we did. So there's 7 under the payments tab. Okay, so invoice payment status. These are the unpaid invoices. These are the paid invoices from last month, right? We could say from last quarter. These are the paid. We still have a big chunk of unpaid. Okay. They have this getting paid or get paid faster. It's going to be, credit card payment or payment through the Intuit payment network. So, all right, we have our receivables reports. So the same reports that you would see up here under customers and receivables, they just give you quick access to them here. Okay. Your AR aging by period, and this is as of 12/15. If you need to change that, you can change that here. Recent transactions, so who recently paid, whether recent sales, recent credit cards, so recent payment transactions. This is a good one to focus on if you are watching your cash flow. So you, as a business owner, you can come in here every day and see who's paid today, see how much money is coming in, so you know how much can go out. Customers who owe you money. So you have here your detail on your receivables. You can double click on these amounts and drill down even further to see more detail. You can also receive payments right from the screen. And then, of course, payment reminders, money to deposit, and invoices, overdue invoices that you need to pay attention to. Okay. The last tab that we have is the customer tab. Now this tab is just for the customers, not the jobs, not the subs under the customer, just the customer as a whole. So again, you see Christy Abercrombie here. If I go to Customer Center, there's a couple jobs under her, but this is looking at the customer as a whole. So what this is saying is Christy's been a customer for 11 years and 11 months. Her average days to pay is 18.8, does track average days to pay, and there's a report on that too. Her open balance is almost negative $5,000. She is not set up to have a credit limit. What are her total sales this year to date? Total sales last year, nothing. Total sales this quarter. Okay, so you can see that. Recent invoices for Christy. Recent payments for Christy. Sales history for Christy. Had a big purchasing quarter from us this quarter. The best-selling items that Christy buys. Okay, so again, this is on all customer basis, just a single customer. And there's 4 different screens that you can have added currently. If I change this to Robert Allard, you can see he's been a customer for 4 years. He hasn't paid anything yet. And so I guess he's had this $14,000 out there for 4 years. Or he just was entered in the system 4 years ago. Okay. So it's a neat little thing, this snapshot. Most of the time I encourage my clients to come in here and build this out and check it monthly, weekly. Just take a look, where are we at with sales? What are our best-selling items right now? So that they can take you can glance at this and see, let's say this month to date, you can glance at this and see we have a lot of invoices for installation and not very much for carpet sales. That might be normal because we sold all the carpet last month and now we have a lot of installations going on. Or maybe that's wrong because we sell the carpet and also sell the installation on the same day. And why aren't those numbers more equal? Okay, so it gives you just a high-level view of your company file and a way to review it quickly.